For whatever reason, I keep hearing risky business. I know it's going to mean something to someone out there, but the feeling I'm getting is your hidden fortune, your blessing is waiting behind a risk that you fear. So what are you currently avoiding? What are you currently fearing at the moment? Because that is where your pot of gold, that is where your abundance and your blessings are waiting. So we're going to look at our oracle cards and then dive deeper with our tarot cards as well. Okay, so our oracle cards are coming in, reminding you that you are working with divine timing. It almost feels like you've been going through like some character development type of situations for a while. But now it is now time to leave that behind. And Spirit is saying that you're now going to be entering into a peaceful new chapter. And as you leave things behind, some of you, there's a sense of confusion because whatever you're leaving behind doesn't necessarily feel like it is bad. It's okay, you know. But when we're honest, it doesn't bring you peace. This could be maybe, let's say, for instance, you're in some type of long-term relationship. And sometimes you're there just for the comfort, for the, well, it's familiar. But there's something that someone does that just corrodes your peace. You don't feel settled. You don't feel comfortable. And Spirit is saying, well, whatever this situation is all about, at the end of the day, if it doesn't bring you peace, then it's a confirmation that it is not for you. Okay? Because for you, what we were talking about, when we're talking about you finding your hidden fortune that has been waiting for you, this is going to need you to be in a state of peace, in a state of being ready to receive, in a state of being open, in a state of being relaxed. There's a feeling where you feel tense. There's a feeling where you feel annoyed about something. Annoyed about a situation because nothing is shifting, nothing is moving. Some of you just feel like you're stuck. You've been at a crossroad for a long time. But Spirit is saying that you have been working with divine timing. Okay? Connected to your hopes, your dreams becoming a reality. Connected to you finding that hidden fortune, hitting that jackpot, winning in a big way. But the thing is, there's something risky that is here, or at least it feels risky. Let's say you currently work at a company, they expect a lot out of you, okay? They really want to work you to the bone. They expect you to work when you get home. And you're like, you know what? The law says you can't call me. I can't be doing work at my weekends. But the pressure is there. And because the pressure is there, you keep showing up. And you never have a moment to just be at peace, to just be doing nothing so that you can connect with divine energy, so that you can be in the mode of receiving. Because if you're working with divine timing, then divine timing is also going to be leading you. It's also going to be guiding you. So you have to be in the mode of receiving that guidance. So let's have a look to see what our tarot cards have to say. I really feel that there's a sense of you having this peace and serenity that is going to be coming over you because you finally surrendered whatever brings darkness into your reality. Okay, so we have our card making a decision, okay, about which direction you're going to go. And it's interesting that the Two of Wands, you're looking at a map. And I spoke about being divinely guided because you're working with divine timing. And I spoke to you about just being able to sit so that you can receive. It just feels like you're doing. You're always rushing all the time. And your guides are saying, you are a human being. Just be for a moment. You are not a human doing, because you're more looking like a human doing than you look like a human being. Are you understanding the message that is here? So let's get another tarot card on the table, because the Two of Wands is all about your passion, your desire, your drive. The twos are wands because they are linked to like holding that magic wand and wanting to make things happen that fire us up, that excites us, that inspire us. But when we're feeling so heavy, so down, so conflicted, then the fire is very, very small and it doesn't inspire us to take inspired action. All right, so there you go. Fire again, but now in a different sense. So Spirit is saying, as I was already telling you, okay, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, there is something that is really bugging you, stealing your peace, okay, disappointing you. Maybe you're working on building something and things are just not working in the direction that you wanted them to work. And Spirit saying to you, you cannot carry on at that job, in that relationship that makes you feel like this. Isn't it interesting that here you have that dark figure that is there and here you have that darkness again? But the thing is with the 5 of Cups, it is a card that even though things are not going in the right direction, even though you are feeling disappointed about something, the moment you choose peace, because the Cups are about our emotions, the moment you choose peace, this shifts something deep down. And that shift makes you finally realize that you actually have options. Because not all is lost. Sometimes by walking away, we think of the time that we wasted. We think of the expectations that we just lost by the wayside. But as we come to peace with that, we allow ourselves to turn around and to move. And as you turn around and start to move on, this is when you realize that there are actually some blessings that have been waiting for you to make that turnaround, to accept things as they are, but realizing that you must make a decision to turn, to move, so that you can see the blessings that are waiting for you. You have the energies of the High Priestess that are here. And interesting enough, okay, yet another confirmation that is there. The High Priestess is very much connected to that moon energy. And you have the moon energy that is there, telling you that you're working with divine timing, connected to your hopes and your wishes and your desires. And the High Priestess is not only about intuition. The High Priestess is also about abundance. And this is where you see the pomegranates that are there, because they're about abundance. And more than that, they're about luxury. Because back in the olden days, the only people who were eating pomegranates were royalty. Okay? So Spirit is saying, enough accepting breadcrumbs. You are royalty, absolutely. You're wanting to move differently. And now as you're receiving divine guidance, didn't I tell you before we even got our tarot card that there's a feeling of being divinely led? And as you receive that divine guidance, this is when you can start receiving it. Okay? Receiving the direction that you should go in, that you should shift and move into. And so literally your guides and your guardian angels are saying to you, maybe on a full moon, you do your releasing, okay? You do your cleansing rituals. You light a candle. You talk about your feelings, your disappointments, and you ask for your guides and your guardian angels to help you step into the energy of peace. And as you release that, this is when you start moving, because you're finally at peace and you're no longer moving with the energy of fear. So Spirit is saying to you, as you step into the energy of peace, this is when you activate the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is all about really feeling excited as you shift into a new direction, as you move into a new chapter. Because the pages are all about movement. And this page is moving with passion, fire, drive, excitement about the new journey that they're going on. So you first of all have to make a decision. Okay, the twos are about making a decision, about coming to peace with whatever chaotic situations that have hurt your feelings, because the number 5 are about chaos. And as you come to peace with that, this is when you can start moving and shifting with the energies of the Page of Wands, because now the vibe is different. The darkness is gone, the heaviness is gone, and you're now excited about the new journey unfoldment that is on the cards for you. So there are definitely some type of changes. There's divine timing that is here, but Spirit is saying to you, definitely listen to your intuition, because the moon is connected to our intuition. Through your intuition, you're going to receive divine guidance. You're going to have the map for you to walk and move in to a place where you're finally at peace. And not only that, you're also glowing, you're thriving, and life finally feels good. So there are definitely some chaotic chapters that are closing, but as they're closing, they're allowing new peaceful chapters to come in. And so that's the message that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye from me.